Hello there, my name is Dr. Sarah Wooten, and in this video, we are going to be talking about the top 10 signs that your cat is sick and needs to see the vet. So I am going to be talking about the signs that you may not recognize. I mean, yes, we all know if our cat is vomiting or diarrhea or has really runny eyes or sneezing. Those are obvious signs that your cat needs some help. But cats in the wild are prey and predator animals, which all that means is that they tend to hide their symptoms if they get sick. Now we've brought cats into our homes, and so they don't have the same kind of threats that they did in the wild, but instinctually, they still act the same way. So if a cat is sick, it is very likely that it's going to be something subtle, and you got to be watching what's going on so that you can see the signs that your cat needs help. The reason why is that if you catch things earlier, they're more likely to be easily cured, less expensive, less suffering for your pet. Okay, so let's get into it. Number one, the number one sign that your cat might be sick is hiding. Yes, so as we already said, in the wild, cats are both predator to smaller animals and prey to larger animals. So if a cat is sick, they don't want a predator to know that they're sick, so they will hide. So one of the signs that a cat could be sick is that you just see less of your cat, or your cat is hiding under a bed or someplace in a closet where they don't want you to see them. If your cat is hiding more, time to talk to your vet. The number two sign that your cat could be sick is in prolapsed third eyelid. So I don't know if you know this, but cats have three eyelids. They have the normal ones, and then they have a third one that hides right here at the inner corner of their eye, and it comes up and down. Very interesting, very different than us. Dogs also have that as well. And that third eyelid tends to be down and tucked away unless a cat is sleeping very heavily or a cat is not feeling very well. And when a cat is not feeling very well, that third eyelid can tend to creep up and hang out about halfway up the eye. So if you are noticing that this third eyelid is coming out, or maybe the third eyelid is red, or maybe the third eyelid is coming up and your cat is sleeping more or hiding, those are signs that your cat might be sick, needs to see the vet. The number three sign that your cat could be sick and needs some veterinary intervention is not jumping or climbing stairs. So cats are natural athletes. They love vertical space. They love to be high in shelves or cat trees or trees. They love to see the world from up high. And when a cat stops jumping, that's a signal that there's something going on. Cats stop jumping. The most common reason is because they have arthritis. They don't limp. They don't tend to limp. They don't tend to cry like dogs will do. They'll just stop jumping, right? So if you're noticing that your previously active cat that loved to jump on everything is now more just walking around, or maybe they don't want to go up or down stairs, could be a sign that there's some chronic pain from some arthritis, which is very common in cats that are age 7 and older. So it's time to see the vet. The number four sign that your cat is probably sick and not doing as well is a sudden onset of a picky appetite. So cats can be picky, right? And if your cat has gone off and on whole life and been a picky eater and you've had it checked out, then it's probably not a sign of sickness. However, if your previously well-eating kitty starts to turn up their nose or not eat their food, then that is definitely a sign that there is something going on and you need to get that cat some attention. And let me tell you why. It's not just that your cat could be sick from something. It's also very, very important that cats eat on a regular basis. If a cat does not eat enough calories over enough period of time, and we're saying about 3 to 5 days, that cat will develop something called hepatic lipidosis. You may know it as fatty liver disease. And this is a life-threatening condition in cats. So you always want to make sure, always want to make sure that your cat is eating regularly. And if your cat turns into a picky eater, it's time to see the vet. Okay, the number 5 reason that your cat could be sick is that your cat is eating a lot more than they used to. So I know that we just talked about a loss of appetite as being a sign of sickness in cats, but the opposite is true as well. 2 conditions in cats, diabetes mellitus and hyperthyroidism. Those are both hormonal conditions in cats. Also, Cushing's is another one. Those are all conditions that can cause a cat to eat more than they should. And those are hormonal conditions that can be treated with medicine. So if you're noticing that your cat that normally, ate fine, but now wants to eat everything or even more is eating a lot and losing weight, those are signs of sickness. Get your cat to a vet. Okay, number 6, the number 6 sign that your cat could be sick. The number 6 sign that your cat could be sick. That's like a tongue twister, right? Weight loss. So weight loss in a cat is a sign that something is not right. Either your cat's not eating enough or your cat is burning too many calories. Your cat could not be eating enough because maybe their teeth hurt. Maybe your cat's not eating enough because they feel sick or nauseous from intestinal parasites. Maybe your cat is burning too many calories because they have a condition like diabetes or hyperthyroidism or cancer. All of those things are things that take groceries off of a cat's frame. And a lot of times you don't notice until you notice, and you pet your cat and they feel very bony. So you want to make sure that your cat is at an ideal weight. How do you know? Well, I always use the hand test with my clients. So you got a hand, right? So if you feel your cat's ribs right behind the cat's front legs on the side, they should feel like the back of your hand. Just like this, right? If you feel them and they feel like this, squishy like your palm, too fat. If they feel and look like this, they're sticking out, too thin, okay? So that's how you determine whether your cat is too heavy or too thin. And if your cat is losing weight, get thee to a veterinarian. The number 7 sign that your cat could be hiding an illness is increased water drinking and urination. One of the most common things we see in older cats is kidney problems. Kidneys in older cats, when they tend to not filter the toxins as well, then those cats will start to drink more and pee more. Diabetes mellitus is another common condition in cats that causes them to drink more and pee more. So if your cat is making lakes in the litter box, or if you're filling up that water bowl more often than you used to, that is a good sign that your cat needs some veterinary attention. The number 8 sign that your cat could be sick is inappropriate elimination. What that means is anytime your cat is peeing or pooping outside the litter box. Okay, I'm going to dispel a myth right now. Okay, you ready? Cats do not pee on your laundry or your bed or your towel or your toilet or wherever they're doing it because they're mad at you. That is anthropomorphizing. That is taking a human trait and projecting it onto our cats. They're not doing that. When a cat does that, a cat is sending you a signal that they need help, that there is something going on either up here or someplace in the body that is not right. And that cat is sending you a message that he or she needs help. So if your cat is urinating or defecating outside the litter box, those are signs that there's something going on, and you guessed it, you got to call your vet. Okay, the number 9 sign that your cat could be sick is a greasy, matted hair coat. Cats are fastidious groomers. Anybody who's watched a cat knows how clean these animals keep themselves. And so if a cat stops grooming, that is a sign that there's something going on underneath the hood that is making that cat feel bad enough to not attend to daily hygiene. It could be something as simple as the cat is too fat. I have seen cats that are so obese that they cannot reach around and groom their back, and so they'll tend to develop mats along their back. I have seen cats that just feel so awful from fill in the blank that they just have given up their daily grooming entirely, and those cats will come in with mats and with greasy fur. Also, if you're seeing greasy matted fur that has dandruff in it, another good sign that your cat needs some help. A normal, healthy cat will have very little dandruff or dander along their fur. So if you're seeing it build up, that's a sign. Get thee to the veterinarian. Okay, and my number 10 sign that a cat could be sick is making funny faces or bizarre behavior when eating, especially when eating something cold. Okay, so we've all seen the videos all over the internet, and I admit they are out of context. They are hilarious. And it's usually somebody eating ice cream or something cold, and then they offer it to their cat, and the cat takes one lick and then does something like this, right? Hilarious, right? If you don't know what's going on. The problem with that is it's a definite sign that something in that cat's mouth hurts really, really bad. So cats get something called endodontic lesions. They're like cavities, but they're not sugar induced. They are a genetic thing, an immune mediated problem where the immune system attacks the cat's teeth, puts holes in them, and then the teeth break, the pulp gets exposed, the nerve roots get exposed. It's not very nice. And so signs of that are drooling, picky appetite, dropping food when they eat, only wanting to eat canned food, only eating on one side of their mouth, red gums, bloody saliva, or the funny faces, right? So you know that if you eat something and it hurts, you make a funny face, right? Your cat's no different. So if you are feeding your cat and you see them make those hilarious funny faces right after, that, my friends, is a sign of severe pain. And you got to get that cat to the vet so they can get evaluated. And again, don't feel bad if you've laughed at those videos. I've laughed at those videos, right? But now you know, so you know what to do. So those are my top 10 signs that your cat could be sick. I hope this video is helpful. If there is anything else you would like me to cover, please leave it in the comment section below. I would be more than happy to address your questions. And I thank you so much for your time and attention. Have a beautiful day.